they've also stated that they would like to replace us as British people. If we don't act now, then I'm almost certain that we're never going to get our country back. And no, I'm not racist or fascist. So don't come throwing insults at me. This is simply facts.
Wow. What that little boy just said, that little British boy just said as he feels frightened to walk down the streets because of what's happening, I think that's wrong. I don't think he should be saying that. I think he should be grateful, in fact, that his country is being enriched by those who do that best. The cultural enrichers who are filling up the UK currently. And as someone who was in Luton once, I had to spend the night there because my flight was the next morning. Got out of the taxi and I felt like, well, let's just say I've never felt more threatened in my life. It was about 10 o'clock at night, just a girl, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl, which you would be surprised to know that that is now a rarity in the UK. In Britain, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl is very rare. And I felt very threatened in Luton, and you could just look up Luton if you would like as well. With all that to say, my own personal experiences aside, for all the talk of feminists caring about women's safety, they're awfully quiet when it comes to these sorts of things. However, again, my opinions aside, what I think that little boy said in that video is abhorrent. I don't think he should be saying that. I don't think he should be holding those opinions when we have such enrichment coming from the different parts of the world. Now, let me take you around the world and just show you the contributions that each of these types of people are contributing to our society. First of all, good looks. Insanely good looks. Let's take a trip over to India, shall we? He's known as the Indian Justin Bieber over there for his stunning good looks and amazing musical ability. So this is something you get to look forward to when the tech jobs are being taken over. It doesn't matter because look at what we are getting instead. You may have gotten beat out of that tech job. However, our country is going to be benefited immensely by having such a musical talent, not to mention such excellent genes introduced into the gene pool, which really needs some help. Europeans, as we all know, need some help in the looks department. So what we need some cultural enrichment from other parts of the world to really help our gene pool, First of all, can I say, what a smoke show. What a smoke show. He's going to just be beating the girls off. They are just going to be as you can see, the throngs of people. The throngs. Wow, what a smoke show. So glad to see that the Trump administration and his friends in the tech world are planning on bringing more people like that into the country, because what we need more is Justin Biebers. We need more of this type. Sounds great to me. Let's take a look also at what they contribute to the cuisine. So this is a common, as you will hear from the very good people on the left, as they say immigration is good for us, because where would you be without the cuisine? Hello. It's not as if we can make our own, ethnic cuisine. No. You want the real deal. And this, my friends, this is the real deal.
Okay, let me show you something real quick. When you're eating okoho soup, you don't rush it like other soup. If not, you will embarrass yourself. It can stretch everywhere and even stain your clothes. The real way people from Benue, especially the Doma people, the way they will eat okoho soup is very simple. You take your swallow, pick the soup and cut it. Watch very carefully so that you don't end up embarrassing yourself in the public. So let's go again. You pick the soup, then you cut it. You pick the soup, then you cut it. It's that simple. That way the draw stays controlled and everything goes down smoothly. That's the proper way to enjoy okoho soup without fighting the soup. And by the way, I've been sending okoho sticks to...
Wow, looks delicious, doesn't it? We need more of that. We need more of the ethnic cuisine. Yes, I'm going to try to cook that up. I don't exactly know how one achieves this consistency in soup. Honestly. Yum. Yummy. Yum. Another reason why we shouldn't be importing these people. And now, of course, lest we forget, the king of music. The people who are gifted with rhythm and groove and music and contribute so much to the crime stats, or rather, should I say, to the musical ability and the culture of this country, which is why, in my opinion, when you come into the America, it doesn't really seem like a country that spawned out of Europe, you know? It seems like a sort of mix-mosh of cultures, and you have girls twerking, and you've got white girls dressing like certain types of people. There's a very rude term that inwardfication. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah, definitely have contributed a lot. And here you go, more musical talent. That seems to be a reoccurring theme with these people. We get a lot of good music and rhythm from these people. You know, forget about Bach and Mozart and all of that. This is Bach and Mozart. Take a seat at the back of the bus. At the back of the bus, by the way, because we have this queen that is going to enrich all of our lives with her musical abilities.
I'm the vision and I'm sweet. I can see it in my raps. I can do it in my sleep. I'm the Pierce to the Bible. I'm the one they want to idol. I'm the heavy set, yay. I'm the fat campaign. I'm the juicy Lil Wayne. I'm the neighborhood pop. I be making it happen for the that's laughing. I smack the hate away. Anybody in my way, oh my daddy, it's a problem. When you see me carry weight, why you don't say it was a problem? Making hits is not a problem. Losing weight is not a problem. If I went broke today, getting this money ain't no problem.
Losing weight isn't a problem. As she's struggling for breath in that video, ma'am. She needs oxygen immediately. As you see me in the street, I'm losing weight ain't a problem. Well, I would suggest if it's so easy for you, ma'am, you get on that ASAP. ASAP Rocky. Oh, yes. Yes. That's what you get out of it, folks, as the tech oligarchs make billions of dollars by importing these people. They get the benefits of the cheap free labor, and we get the benefits of the cultural enrichment, which you could, as I just demonstrated in that video. As you can see, we get quite a lot. The everyday person gets quite a lot. You know, yes, crime goes up a little bit. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Who cares that you have to, you know, maybe if you live in certain parts of the country or in a certain area code, maybe you have to put a few locks on your door. So what? Who cares when you have the great cuisine and the excellent looks and the great genetics that you could introduce into our gene pool? Definitely a great idea, in my opinion, and I support it. I support more of this, actually. In fact, I'm calling on more people. In fact, let's go to all those countries that we've constantly been, like, helping. We've been sending money to all these countries. And actually, let's go to those countries. Let's find the worst countries in the world. And let's bring their people here, because that's what we need. And by the way, Donald Trump, kudos to you. Let's keep bombing more countries, seemingly for no reason. And let's bring more of the people that we bomb here, because there's nothing that screams assimilation like people that you just dropped a bomb on now being in our country. You know, I'm sure they'll love us, right? I'm sure they'll hold no animosity towards America as we ship them in. So yes. That's your little update on the contributions that we get from introducing different kinds of people into our country. Because after all, we are a melting pot. Who invented that term? I think he was one of those people. Yeah, he invented that term to let you think that you don't have any right to want your country to be like how it used to be in the 17th century because it's a melting pot. After all, this country was founded on immigrants. Immigrants, really? Well, immigrants come to a country that's already founded. That's the difference. Settlers come to a country that is not founded, not established. There are no cities, there are no roads, and then they build something from scratch. That's actually our ancestry. That's actually our heritage. And that's why we should, I would say, seems fair to me, that we might get a say, considering it's our ancestors that quite literally built the railways and built the country as we know it today. Whatever, doesn't matter. What we must satisfy is we must satisfy the need for the tech oligarchs who want to spy on you and look at you through your computer and your phone and all of that and take away your rights. We must help to enrich them by giving them cheap labor, because after all, who wants to do those jobs? Why would they hire an American when they could hire somebody who brings not only great cuisine, but basically somebody who would just work for pennies and dimes? You know, why would you hire an American after all? You know, I actually think there should be laws against that, against discriminating against like people like us in the job hiring, you know, process. But, you know, another thing for another time. I'm not dictator. Many people would be happy about that. I'm certainly not. But anyway, that's the show. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.